The Awakening, a movie premiere Wednesday at 10:40 on ITV.
The first of the French nuclear test explosions in the South Pacific could be imminent, following a day in which French commandos cracked down on environmental protesters close to the test site at Mururoa. While demonstrators in Tahiti were converging on the capital, commandos overran the MV Greenpeace and its sister ship the Rainbow Warrior, detaining all those on board, including ITN's Andrew Veach.
The boat got to within about 7 miles and then the commandos scrambled aboard. They cut down the doors with oxyacetylene torches, they bashed in the windows. In fact, most of the crew had already left. They'd got into the inflatables a couple of hours before, heading for the islands. We haven't heard or seen of them since.
Irish radio is quoting IRA sources tonight as saying there's absolutely no chance of Republicans handing over arms either through the front or back doors. Hopes that an international commission, perhaps under American guidance, might solve the arms decommissioning problem could be dealt a severe blow. The foreign ministers of Bosnia, Croatia and Serb-led Yugoslavia have agreed to meet in Geneva next week. The statement came after NATO bombers stayed on the ground, temporarily lifting the bombardment of Bosnian Serbs. And that's the news for now, more later.
Noisy mothers. I'm on the east.
And I'm on the west, because this is the famous Meridian line in Greenwich.
Frightening, eh? But not as frightening as what we started with. That was Neil Young with a rather jolly, poppy, happy tune. Things that I hate, personally, but taken from his excellent album, Mirrorball, which I believe he recorded with those complete, miserable bastards, Pearl Jam.
Right, well, now we have a little mellow one for you. It's from Collective Soul's second album, called rather interestingly Collective Soul, and it's one of the best tracks on the album. It's called December.
And speaking of December, Anne, you know, there's only 121 shopping days till Christmas.
Oh, how interesting, Crusher. Thank you.
Why drink the water from my hand? Contagious as you think I am. Just of my son, torch of the man. You can't run it over again. Follow me to higher ground. Lost, that is where I am. Don't throw away your basic needs. Ambience and vanity.
few weeks back we had Extreme presenting the show for us, and here's the charming Nuno to give us a bit of an exclusive.
Welcome back to Profiles in Rock. Get it? Yeah? Now, back to Noisy Mothers, and I'm going to introduce this could be like a debut sort of worldwide event. I think this is the only show that's probably ever going to play this video, and I think it's probably the first show to ever play it. We had a single out called Cynical out in certain parts of the world, and we decided to go out and shoot our own video. And Noisy Mothers are the only place that will play it. So we're happy to give it to them. So here it is, Cynical, directed by Das Band. See ya.
Lovely weather we're having, Anne.
Yes.
Next up, we have a New York band by the name of Shelter. They've been part of the hardcore scene of the 80s, and they also, I believe, have an interest in the Krishna way of life.
Yes, indeed. And they're about to release an album on October the 16th on Roadrunner Records called Mantra. And they're also going to be touring in the UK in September, so watch out for some tour dates. And here we go.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Rama Rama, up your...
You see, he uses love for sex, and sure she uses sex for love, and they're both hoping for the best. I got so happy dreaming, thinking of with face of blindfold on her eyes, iron and gold up here the same. It's intense hope that makes us try. So we go on and play the game, and once again we get it. That's we think we found the answer. Here we go again. Ain't so many walls, but I know I can get answer. Here we go again. Love not wisely, love not wisely, but do well. We're hoping she will be the one, but we never learn from our mistakes. Based on beauty, love soon dies, and we make our move to separate. Yes, iron and gold up here the same, but one is costly to obtain, and I'll be the only one to blame. And once again we get it back, we think we found the answer. Here we go again. There's so many wild birds, no one can get answer. Here we go again. We love not wisely, but too loud. We love not wisely, but too well. Yes, iron and gold up in the same, but one is costly to obtain, and I'll be the only one to blame. I go on and play the game, and once again we get it, that's we think we found the answer. Here we go again. There's so many wild, but I know I get that answer. Here we go again. Yes, here we go again. Yes, here we go again. Just when I thought I wouldn't, I feel like I want more. Here we go again. Here we go again. We love not wisely, but too well.
In paradise, they say the coconut tree is a gift from the gods to the lazy man. He can sleep in its shade, and when a nut falls, he can drink its milk and eat its fruit. But for some, even this is too much like hard work. Bounty. Rich, moist, tender coconut. The taste of paradise.
Indigestion can strike at any time. So whatever the occasion, settlers Tums, settle Tums.
Introducing a new regular towel from Always, a towel with an extra feeling of protection.
I knew Always made an ultra-thin towel, but personally at the time I was looking for a thicker towel.
Unlike conventional towels, the Always top sheet gives you an extra feeling of protection, because in the center between the grooves, it covers a new protection zone, drawing the liquid into the towel.
They keep me really dry and protected, and that's just what I want.
With Always Ultra and now new regular Always, all you feel is fresh and dry.
You're between 16 and 19, and you want to get ahead. Now you can, with a modern apprenticeship. Get a modern qualification while you work, and face your career with the skills you need. Start training, and free your potential with a modern apprenticeship.
I don't care how you get here,
Just get here if you can.
Yes, well, that was old Yngwie strutting his stuff there with a track from his brand new album called Magnum Opus, out on Music for Nations.
Time, I think, for some Florida death metal. In fact, Morbid Angel. They've had a recent album released on Earache called Domination and a tour booked for September. But here's David and Trey to tell us all.
That wore you out, didn't it?
It certainly did.
Hello, I'm David Vincent.
And I'm Trey Otzegtoad of Morbid Angel.
And you're watching Noisy Mothers. that we really kind of dug down deep and really tried to find, you know, something and you know, take another step further than what we've done in the past, so that it really gives the listeners a chance to hear, you know, what we're all about today. I think that the style of music that this is, it is underground. It is anti-fashion. It's a rebellious form of music. It's not for everyone, which is good, because I think that people want to be able to identify with something that they can relate to, that's not necessarily created for the masses. And I don't think that anyone could ever argue that Morbid Angel is a mass appeal type of music, and I would never want it to be, because that's not, you know, the original intent of Morbid Angel was to be a weapon, a thorn, something that came out and just attacked, had a very brutal sound, a very brutal feel, and we've been able to maintain that, at the same time grow and have the ambiance of the growth, the different forms of expression, and the broadening of our style. We haven't painted ourselves into a corner. We've done things in a deliberate fashion, and at the same time a very natural biological fashion that it's just kind of evolved over the years. And with each new record, it has a different sound, a different approach, a different angle, and a new eon. So what we've, you know, the past is never as big as the future, and today this new record is fresh, it conquers, and it's every bit Morbid Angel.
They're burning dogma. Introducing to our minds lies. They plot for the total control of the morals. And what a tragedy when the godheads are removed.
I feel really strongly that what we do is a very quality product. We try to strive, we try to raise standards, we try to put something out there that is cutting edge, and has no compromise, but we still want it to be the best it can be. In other words, we don't settle for a bunch of noise or a bunch of slop. I mean, we go in there and really try to master our instruments, and with each new record, try to present a more broader scope and really be artistic in our expression.
Now, for the first single from Blind Melon's second album out on Capitol. The album is called Soup, the single's called Galaxy, and watch out in a few